In the last episode, we finished 5 points clear at the top of the Keukenkampioen, but we lost our first game in 16 matches in the league, 17 matches total. Only our second loss of the season. The question is, can we pull it back around today? And can we get to the third round of the Dutch Cup? They're all questions that will be answered in today's episode, but it's a warm welcome to episode 8 of Going Dutch as we try and turn around a Dutch side that's been relegated from the Eredivisie, in this case Waalwijk, as we try and turn them around and take them back up to the top flight, leaving them as an established side. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you 2 games. As I said, we want to try and get into the third round of the Dutch Cup, but we face Roda Kerkrade in the Dutch Cup second round. That's our first match at Roda, and then we face FC Eindhoven, the first team we face for the second time this season. In the Keukenkampioen Divisie game, match day 20, the first of the second half of the season, the third phase of the competition, of course, securing that playoff place via the second phase. It's a bit of a strange setup here. If you've not been watching the series, I suggest you go back and watch from the start, because it will bring you up to date, I think, of what's going on. But each quarter of the season gives you an opportunity. If you are the team that has been the number one team through that either 9 or 10 matches, you can then get a playoff place. And regardless of those teams that ultimately finish in those playoff places, you guarantee a playoff place. But of course, we were top of the table, an automatic promotion place, which means one of the other teams would get the playoff place, I presume. But the worst case scenario is that we have a playoff place. Even if we finish virtually bottom of the league, we still get a playoff place. That's how it all works here in the Dutch leagues. Of course, if you enjoyed today's episode, in fact, enjoy the series, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you think of the series, etc., etc. And to all those who have subscribed, we have had a small increase in our subscribers just recently. Thank you very much. And I did note from my stats that 66% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button. It helps me here on YouTube. It means more people get to see the video, because YouTube likes people who subscribe, so they think that the content is up their street, and just pushes it out more. And I would appreciate that greatly if you would do that for me. And if all else fails, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, and all the rest of it. And don't forget, you can keep up to date with everything that's going on this channel. New series, special episodes, football shirt episodes, all sorts of things. Follow me on X at JustOffsideFM. Right, let's get into it then. Nothing has been played since you were last with us, or when you were last with us. We played Den Bosch, a 5-0 trouncing of Den Bosch, a Bohut, Selenase, Schepperman, Pollock, and O'Killy, the scorers on that occasion. And then we went to, or didn't go anywhere, we stayed at home and played NAC Breda and lost 1-0, which was rather disappointing way to finish off the episode, if I may say so myself. So we need to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and go again. 3 matches in a row here away from home. One of them is a friendly, I hasten to add, because here in Holland, after we've played today's games, we do have a mid-season break, a winter break, for 3 weeks, a couple of weeks anyway. And then, of course, we will be looking at what we do in the episode after that. I think, if my memory serves me right, I think the third round of the Dutch Cup. Let's just check when the third round of the Dutch Cup is. Schedule. Second round, with the draw is here on Saturday, so we will have a draw in this episode. The third round comes up on the 14th of January. So if we go back to here, it will fall in here. So I'm thinking possibly that we will play Almere City friendly offline as well as Telstar, because you saw them earlier in the season. And then we may well come back for, assuming we get there, of course. If we don't, it could be Telstar and Young AZ in the next, or Young AZ and Den Haag in the next episode. I'm not sure which yet, but we'll work that out as we get a bit closer to the end of the episode. But there we go. That is it. A quick roundup on anything that's happening. Chris Lotkisa is still out with a twisted ankle. He's going to be out for another 6 days to 3 weeks. So he's thing. David Min's just coming back from a tight hamstring. And Yasin Okili, he's back from a bruised shin and seems to be in excellent form. So he's okay as far as that is concerned, which takes us on to today's matches. It is a Dutch Cup second round. Kerkrade are in the Eredivisie. We did play them in pre-season. They are currently 18th in the Eredivisie, which I think is near the bottom, isn't it? It is the bottom. They are on the bottom. I think they got promoted last season. They're not having a good time up in the Eredivisie. Looking like they might pass us going the other way, possibly. Again, let's not count our chickens before they're hatched. Can we just have a quick look at their form? Their form is they've lost 4 of their last 5, won the other one. In fact, they won the last match in all competitions, and that was a match in the Eredivisie against Fortuna Sittard. That was the game that they won. As I said, we have played them before, and it was a pre-season friendly, a 3-2 win on that occasion. David Min opening the scoring on 53, Bangra equalising 2 minutes later, Van der Heide giving them a lead on 64. Fielder, who's no longer with us, of course, he equalised a minute later, and it was David Min who stepped up, gave us the win after 73 minutes. A similar result today would be very, very nice. I'd quite like it without them scoring, if to be truthful. Anyway, that's how it's looking going into this game. Can we have a third round? It's going to be a draw for the third round, possibly coming up very, very shortly, but we need to get through the second round first. Can we go and beat them and put things to rights? Let's go and have a look at the team that hopefully will do it for us. And here is the team that will face a Roda of JC Kerkrade in this Dutch Cup second round tie. Vessen, who is apparently our cup goalkeeper, he is back into the side for today's game. Soleimani is arrested. Mind you, Soleimani, of course, the goalkeeper that was in goal for that loss, I think it was, against... just check that out. I can't check that out for the minute. So anyway, Kungalu, Demboj and Pollock make our defensive line. Latonda and Shrivers are wide complete wing backs. Varro and Shepperman are in between them in midfield. Listes and Solanese, the wide attacking players behind Buhut up front. Soleimani, Leveld, Oakley, Min, Gari, Malgray, Tamajnikov, Vatters, Tekadine, Lobinger, Limori and Rekic are all on the bench. And here we are at Roda Kerkrade. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 today. Lost 4 of their last 5 matches. Won the other one, of course, as we already said. We won 3, drawn 1 and lost that last match out, of course. In our away kit today. Oh, off the inside of the post. It has gone in and it's been allowed. Den Boys. That rule happened a bit quickly there. Sorry about that. I was Just thought we'd have a highlight. It's crossed in. Who was it that crossed it in? It was Listes with a free kick. Den Boys hit the woodwork. It come back, and Den Boys had a second attempt at it. They didn't clear it. This ball clearer. Listes is out there. Latonda, Congaloo, Den Boys, who scored that goal. 10 minutes on the clock now. Varro, Den Boys. Den Boys to Burhut. Burhut finds Selanese. Selanese inside. He's teeing up Varro. Varro decides not to have a go at Latonda. It's into the area, and Burhut puts it wide. Lister's trying to win that ball back, but they hold on to the ball. Matuta. And that ball goes out wide. So he's going to cross this in. We're going to have to defend it. Oh, and it's a goal. And Selazuki, he was in acres of space. Nobody marking him. And Vessen not getting across to it. So they equalise on 31 minutes. Zuna. Look at the space he had. He hit it first time. And Vessen not getting anywhere near it. No more highlights in that first half. And for all our half and path, 5 shots, 3 on target. We've only managed to put 1 away. And 49% of the possession. They've had 2 shots, 1 on target, 0.33, 51% of the possession. And they've hit the target. Saluki from Matuda. So that's where we're at half time. I believe, if I'm not wrong, that this goes straight to penalties if it's all square at full time. So we don't want it to be square at full time. Varro with a free kick. It's 46, nearly 47 minutes on the clock. It's chipped in. It's cleared though. And Selanese will get to it. Selanese. Van der Bosch. Latonda. Pollock over the top. Shepperman is there. It's crossed in. And there's somebody brought down. It is a penalty. And they're saying it didn't look like a foul, but it was. And we have a penalty. 48 on the clock. Van der Bosch. Van der Bosch puts it in the corner. Thought he missed that for a minute. His second goal of the game. 4th goal of the season. We take a 2-1 lead on 49 minutes. Well put away. Goalkeeper going the right way, but his power beat the goalkeeper. And with 65 minutes on the clock, making 3 changes at this juncture of time. Players not playing so well. Shrivers has come off as the right complete wing back. We've replaced him with Julian Leveld. We have also taken off Joram Bohut, who not only not having a good day, he's picked up a yellow card as well. We've replaced him with David Min. And the final change is Listes has come off on the left side of that attacking midfield. And we've brought on Rochnel Magre. Ball back to Pollock. 75 on the clock. They've made all their changes. Van der Bosch, who's on a hat-trick now. Magre, who's come on. Magre creates a space, has a go. Goalkeeper, I'm not sure what he was doing. Looked like he was going to save it. Decided to get rid of. And has tipped it out for a corner. Varro with this corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. Varro. Back post. And everybody's missed it. No penalties given. And it's gone out. 81 minutes on the clock. Congaloo to Margray. To Varro. Shepperman. Shepperman to Selanese. Selanese to Lilveld. Leveld. Down that wing. He's going to chip this one in. Looking for... Oh, it's come back off the woodwork. He got the corner of the angle. Selanese. Varro. Varro doesn't get there, and they're on a counter. Well won by Van der Beek. Varro. Margray. And that was a thing. Oh, try to flick that through to Min. Didn't quite make it. Shepperman. Margray, who seems to have done quite well since been on. He lost that ball. And with 83 minutes on the clock, we are making our final 2 changes, both in the centre of that midfield. We have brought on Yasin Oakley for the Tarin. Sam Shepperman, who's not had a bad day there, He's been doing very well, but he's tired, so we've taken him off. And the other change that we have made is Patrick Vieira, also tired, and it's not probably in that mid dynamo of the midfield. You don't want that to happen. So Patrick Vieira has been replaced by Omar Rekik. Ball back to Vessen. 86 on the clock. Kongaloo holding this ball up. He's got it through to Margray. Back to Kongaloo. Kongaloo to Margray. Margray. Another goal now would be rather spectacular. It's brought down to Oakley. Oakley puts it away. His 5th goal of the season. And we have a 2-goal cushion. And I think we will be having a 3rd round draw. We have put Roda Kerkrade to the sword. Lovely ball down. Who was that? It was Selenase heading that down into the path of Oakley. Oakley puts it away aplomb. And, well, good substitution. We have a corner now. 88 on the clock. Latonda. It's min. It's all safe by the goalkeeper. And Selenase. He's got it in. Kongaloo still alive. Selenase couldn't get that through, and they come away with the ball. We've got to be careful of the counter here. Very careful. That's, I thought it was going to be cut out by, I presume that was Kongaloo. Was it? No, Latonda. I thought it was going to be cut out, but Bean is out there. Kono, all through to Bean. Bean's in the area. It's in. And they've got a goal back. 3-2. And not what we wanted. I was just about to say, I was going to switch to see the game out, but we were on the ascendancy. Oh, and Van der Bosch, well, what he was doing, Hassani getting the boot to the ball. We have a corner and 94 on the clock. 5 minutes of added time. Margray, Pollock puts it away. That's it. It's all over. And it's a 4-2, and it was an own goal in the end. Makono. We'll see it from behind. Oakley headed clear by Matuta. Margray tees up Pollock. Pollock fires it, and it takes a deflection. Beats the goalkeeper. And it's all over. We have succeeded in the task of getting past Roda Kerkrade. 4-2. It looked a bit dodgy when they scored on 90 minutes. But we managed to shut things down and even get another goal. So it wasn't a bad day at the office. 11 shots, 9 of them were on target. Should have scored more, really. 2.06 on the XG. 56% of the possession. They had 4 shots, 2 on target. Score from both of them, needless to say. 1.15 on the XG, 44% of the possession. It's a good day. Dan Boyge getting a player of the match. 2 goals he had, 1 key pass, an 8.3 for him, and a number of other players. Margray coming on, he did well. Oakley coming on, he did well. Probably not, his rating should have been a little bit higher, actually. Vessen not having such a good day in goal, but he is our cup goalkeeper, so he gets through. So we can look forward to a draw for the 3rd round of the Dutch Cup. That'll be coming up very soon. Well, before we have the draw, this was the Tuesday matches. Stedco, I think that's how you pronounce it. BAFC 3-1 AZ beating Camber, 2-1 Maastricht beating Treffers 2-0. Go Ahead Eagles of the Eredivisie beating Den Bosch 4-3. Topsy-turvy game that, if ever I did see. Sparta Rotterdam beating Tech in the cup there. And then today's games, Graafschap beating Den Haag by a 1-0. Eindhoven, FC Eindhoven, our second opponents in today's episode, beating Rijnsburg's boys 2-1. Of course, we beat Roda Kerkrade 4-2. Venlo beating Willem II by 2-1. That an all KKD match. Helmond Sport in extra time. It was a 1-1 going into extra time, 103 and 120 plus 1. Voigt getting 2 goals to give Helmand Sport a 3-1 win over FC Lisse. Lisse must have thought they were going to do some giant killing there. Another all KKD match, Breda, who's on really good run of form at the moment. 5-1 winners over Dordrecht, and a Eredivisie win over Telstar. Heerenveen 1-0 winners over Telstar. And Excelsior, who were relegated last season, have knocked out mighty Ajax by 2-1. That is a big scalp for Excelsior, and I bet they weren't expecting that either. Right, a draw coming up. Can we check to see when the draw is? The draw is on Saturday. Our next match, hang on, let's go that way again. Saturday the 18th. Our next match is on... Excuse me a minute. Let's just check that out, because I'm not sure I read that right. Did I? I'm looking at the wrong month. It's because I had it. Saturday the 21st. So the draw will come up. I'm not sure if it comes up before we play our match or after we play our match, but it will come up on Saturday. So we'll trail through to there, and we'll come back either with the draw or ahead of the game against FC Eindhoven. Well, it looks awfully like we are going to have the draw for the Dutch Cup third round after we've played today's games. And these are the games. Groningen, who are 5 points behind us, will face Graafschap at Graafschap. Graafschap, who are currently down in 10th place. And the other teams around us, Willem the second. They are away to Breda, who, as we know, are on very good form. They are in 4th and will leapfrog Willem if they can beat them today. A draw would be a good result from that, I think. Yeah, they are the big matches in this one. Telstar, of course, looking to try and get off that bottom if they can. They can't by winning simply today, but they can get a step closer if they were to win today. Of course, we face FC Eindhoven at Eindhoven. In news, don't think there is a great deal in news. One thing there is in news is Sam Shepperman will miss the Dutch Cup, whoever we get in the third round. He's picked up too many yellow cards, basically, which is why that has happened. So yeah, he's going to be missing from the next match. And the other thing, you know, that I like to do, and I haven't done it for a long while, is this. Overall match momentum in that game against Kerkrade. They have 15 minutes where they were dominant force. The rest of the game was ours, and hence the 4 goals. And really, they scored 1 goal against the run of play, pretty much. So that's how it is. Right, with that all said and done, let's go and have a look at the team that will face FC Eindhoven. As I said, we have played them, beat them once before, Temeshnikov and Lavelde, in that game earlier in the season in the Keukenkampioen Divisie. They have Arkenberg out with a torn thigh muscle. Dalias is doubtful with a gashed upper leg, and we are still without Lakisa. Otherwise, let's go and have a look at the team that faces FC Eindhoven. And here is the side that faces FC Eindhoven in the first match of the second half of the season. And this is the team that will face them. A little bit of a change around. So we've had a little bit of a, because there was only 3 days, I think it was, between games. So a little bit of rotation going on here. The Vassen remains in goal. Gary, Kongalu and Limori are the defensive line. Vatters gets a start on the left side as the complete wing back. Shriver's on the other side. He's working well with Selenaes, Rekic and Oakley in the midfield. The midfield that finished the last game. Listes is on the left of the attacking midfield. As I said, Selenaes on the right. Buhut continues up front, although I am beginning to think that maybe Temeshnikov should be in there. And in fact, I am tempted let's put Tomashnikov up there because Buhut isn't scoring at the moment, albeit he's on 13 goals for the season. He's not really firing on all cylinders. Sorry, I'm telling lies. Tomashnikov is on 6, Buhut on 7. Not firing on all cylinders. So Tomashnikov getting the start then. I've changed it. Selemani, Lavelle, De Pollock, De Boge, Varro, Shepperman, Hamazi, Latonda, Lobinger, Min, Margray, and Buhut are on the bench. And here we are at Eindhoven, playing a 4-2-3-1, same formation. Lost 3 of their last 5, won the other 2, including their last match out. We won 3, drawn 1, and lost 1. Back in our yellow kit today. We are top on 43. Groningen are second on 38. Eindhoven 19th. And I didn't see how many points they had, but they are in 19th place. And we've got an early free kick. That's through to Rekic, the referee getting in the way. Vatters. Who was that? That the ball was coming off? Gary. Through to Listes. Listes tries to get around. Crosses in. Oh, that was going in. He was going in. Selenais on the back post. Goalkeeper made a complete what's it of that. And the ball fell to Selenais and he put it away with the goalkeeper on the ground. Vatters, but Listes really caught everybody unaware here. Goalkeeper sort of like pushed it away. But no. 1-0. 30 minutes on the clock. They have a throw in. And, Van der Doom, and he's got to be offside. He's got to be offside. The flag has gone up. And you could see where that ball went through. There was no way that he was onside. No way. Here's the ball coming in. Now, there he is. Remens. That ball just about to be played, and he's way in advance of these 3 defenders. In fact, that's probably, I don't know which one's furthest back, but when that ball's played, he was definitely offside. Good header, though. This ball given away, and their tails will be up. Having got past us once. Oh, he's got to stop him. He's got to stop him. He's going to cross this in. It's going to cross deep. It's headed clear by Kongaloo. But still not clear. Oh, Rotter! And it's curled in. And Rottier gets the equaliser on 34 minutes. And they were alarm bells ringing. Kongaloo headed that away. But we didn't close Rottier down. And it got a little deflection, didn't it? It was going wide. Got deflection off of Lemuri. They have a corner. Stigers swung in and it's gone in. And they've taken the lead on 38 minutes. And, well, not what we ordered. They've caught us, and this from a set piece, which they shouldn't really have done. No more highlights in that first half. And having taken the lead and looked good for it, they've really got themselves back into the game. They'd hardly had any shots, and certainly none on target until they scored that goal. And then all of a sudden, they were all at us, and in the space of 4 minutes there, got 2 goals. We have 5 shots. We've just had the 1 on target, which is very poor inside that first minute. 0.73 and 56% of the possession. They've had 5 shots, 2 on target, 0.38 and 44% of the possession. A good talking to at half time, I think, is required. And we're nearly 61 minutes on the clock. No highlights so far in this second half. But we have brought on 2 players. And Tomashnikov, who's not done anything up front. Maybe it was a bad experiment. But Bahut replaces him. And then on the left side of attacking midfield, Latonda, who normally plays in that complete wing-back position, can play as an attacking forward as well. He has come on to replace the tiring Christian Listes. And with 75 minutes on the clock, and still no highlights in the second half. And it's getting really frustrating. As you see, the players picking up yellow cards left, right and centre at the moment. O'Killy and Lemuri all doing so. Congaloo also picked up a yellow card, so we have to be very, very careful here. Hence why we haven't done all our changes at this point, just in case. But we have made two. Latonda moves back into that complete wing-back position. Lobinger comes in on the left-hand side, and coming off on the right-hand side, we have taken off Selenaes, who was tiring. He's had a good game, but we have taken him off and replaced him with Rushnell Magre. We do get a highlight. 81 minutes on the clock, and it's a goal kick from FC Eindhoven. Bohut, who's come on. Bohut creates a bit of space. Lobinger, it's blocked, but Latonda keeps it alive. Shriver's trying to create a bit of space, but it was defended well and comes to nothing. The opportunity has gone. Thought we were going to get back level here. Lobinger just left it that split second too long. And with 86 minutes on the clock, we are making our final change. We have taken off Yasin O'Killy, and we've brought on Sem Shepperman. Can he do something? Oh, I really do hope so. But alas, the answer to that one is no, and we've lost for the second time on the trot in the Kuchen Campion. Good job we weren't relying on whatever going on, and that's not good. 13 shots. We've only hit the target twice. And you're only hitting the target twice. You're not going to get the chances. 1.67, 61% of the possession. Once again, stats suggest we should have won this game. I think when it comes to transfer window, we're looking for another goalkeeper. Vassan and Selemani not really firing up, are they? Mind you, Brondil didn't do particularly well today, but Moana Amervoa, he's got a player of the match, and he's won it for them, basically. Those two goals in 4 minutes in the first half really did punch a hole in us, and we never really, though we had most of that second half, just couldn't find a way past them. They seem to defend extremely well. Let's go and see what's happened in the rest of the division. Well, going into the winter break, we do stay top, but our lead has been cut. Groningen beating Graafschap by 2-1. They move up to just 2 points behind us, which is rather bad news. The only saving grace is we do have a little bit of goal difference. But NAC Breda, 10 games unbeaten, are up to third on 40 points, just 3 points behind us. Again, still okay on goal difference for the moment. But it won't last long. Velam the second, of course, losing to Breda. As I said, a draw would have been the best result for us, but it hasn't happened. They have a 2-point gap down to William the second. Excelsior, they had a 2-2 draw against Emmen after their exertions against Ajax. Well, the other scorelines, Telstar have had a win against Den Haag, have closed the gap to 5 points over Eindhoven. Eindhoven, of course, opening that gap a little bit more by the virtue of that win against us today. Topos beating Venlo by 2-1. So as it stands at the moment, the two automatic places, Waalwijk on 43, Groningen on 41, Breda just outside on 40 points. Then come Willem the second and Excelsior on 38 and 36 respectively. FC Emmen in the other playoff place as it stands at the moment. I think Willem and Waalwijk are the two off of the phases, so theoretically only 2 playoff places available. Breda holding one of them, Excelsior holding the other, technically as it stands. So that is how it finishes up at the bottom of the table. Den Bosch are 18th on 16 points. FC Eindhoven are 19th on 15, and Telstar 20th on 10 points. So that is it. We do have a Dutch Cup second round draw. I'm just going to see if it comes up before, if I do a couple of clicks, see if it comes up. If it doesn't come up, then it will be at the start of the next episode. And as if by magic, it did come up. And I think it's probably best because actually thinking about it, it will feature in the next episode. So we really need to have that draw. So without any more to do, let's have the draw for the third round of the Dutch Cup. Who will we get? 17 teams going into the match for 8 matches. So here we are with the draw for the third round of the Dutch Cup. As I said, 8 matches to be played. Teams still in here. AZ, AZ Excelsior, Groningen or Utrecht, Go Ahead Eagles, Maastricht, PSV, Heerenveen, SD de Co, Graafschap, Eindhoven, Feyenoord, Helmond Sport, Breda, ourselves, Sparta Rotterdam, and Venlo. So that is who are in it. Who are we going to get? Any of the big boys? Let's get the draw underway then. And first team out, FC Groningen or Utrecht will play ourselves. So we are away again in the cup. We'll play either Groningen or Utrecht. Heerenveen will play Stade de Co. Go Ahead Eagles will play Venlo. Sparta Rotterdam, all the Eredivisie sides coming out at home, will play Breda. PSV, I'm not sure if there's anything in this, whether, I don't think, presume it's purely at random. PSV will play Graafschap. AZ will play Feyenoord. Oh, Eredivisie. No, because here comes a KKD. FC Eindhoven, who just beaten us, of course, will play Holland Sport. Good draw for them to get through to the next round. And Excelsior, who beat Ajax, will play Maastricht. So that is the draw for the third round of the Dutch Cup. And that's how it falls in either Groningen or Utrecht. So we won't know until the next episode who we have got. I presume they're still playing, got a match of whether don't think they play replays in this competition. So maybe they just haven't played as it stands. So we will come back for Groningen or FC Utrecht and Young AZ in the next match. That's who we will be playing as we look to try and get ourselves back on course in the Keukenkampioen Divisie, having lost 2 of our last 4 matches, and form going out the window rapidly. Let's hope we can pull it back around. Let me know in the comments whether you think we can or we can't. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of Going Dutch and our other series, bottom to the top, as they are released. New episodes of Going Dutch released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date all that's happening on this channel is follow me on X at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 9. It's out on Monday. Until then, have yourselves a great weekend. Don't forget our other series, bottom to the top. Till then, bye-bye.